Hey guys, a bit of a different format. We've just had two new Lego Christmas sets just announced by Lego within the last 24 hours. It doesn't seem that long ago that we were just getting into summer, so this is crazy. But yeah, we have two new Lego sets. So we have this Christmas tree that's on the screen now, and then we also have this new Holiday Express train. What we're going to do is we're just going to take a look at these and yeah, I'll give you my thoughts on these. So the Lego Winter Train set number 10361. This is 956 pieces with 4 minifigures. Comes at £110 UK and $130 US. This is the third winter train that we've had, with it being almost 10 years since we've had one in the form of 10254, which came out in 2016. So yeah, like I said, almost 10 years since we've had that one. So if we have a look at it here, we can just see the train and all. This is all that's included in the set. There are a few points I do want to sort of talk about, but the first one being it's quite a small set. 956 pieces. It's not too bad. It does lack a bit in places, especially on the locomotive, which if I get a picture up now, I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, so if we see the locomotive, the runners down the side of the locomotive doesn't seem to be anything there. It looks very sort of bare bones, I would sort of say. The colour used is quite nice. The colour scheme is quite nice. It's really nice. It's blue. I think the last one was green. You guys will correct me on that if I can get that wrong. But yeah, so it's blue, gold accents, stuff like that. Does look pretty cool. With that, you do obviously, so just down here, this is this is the train station for this train. Very small, very small. Just, it might as well not have even been included, to be honest. I'm surprised they did include it. What I'm surprised at is, why didn't Lego also bring out a winter train station? Like, because we haven't had one of those in quite a while. I'll put a picture up of what the last one looked like. But yeah, I'm surprised we didn't get another like winter train station, because that would have been very very nice, especially alongside the new train. One thing on the train that I do want to sort of pinpoint is, yeah, so the chimney on the locomotive, that does go up and down as the train moves. So if we also look at the polar bear, that rocks back and forth from the looks of things. I think I've seen a video of it as well. It does look pretty cool. But what is also really cool about this is this little train here. And you're probably thinking, well, that's just a little train, isn't it? Let me show you something. So this little train is actually Lego's first commercially available 3D printed part, which is pretty cool, because speaking from my experience of product design, there is limitations with injection molding that 3D printing does get past, which is really cool. And it also looks like this will also have some motorized features as well, so the wheels will turn and the sort of the smoke with the chimney stack will go up and down as well, which is really cool. This is something that you really could not achieve with injection molding. So just having a look at the minifigures, there is 4 minifigures in this set, that being the train driver, the conductor, and 2 passengers. There is no sort of exclusive, from the looks of things at least, there's no exclusive sort of prints or anything, nothing that sort of stands out about them. They're not, that's not to say that they're not bad. They do look pretty good, they do look good quality, but yeah, nothing really to write home about. They just look like the standard sort of minifigures, but they will do the job. They will absolutely do the job. Taking a look at the train itself, so you have obviously the locomotive here, then you also have the tender, and then you have that wagon with the polar bear on that sort of head bangs, for lack of a better word. And then you also have a passenger compartment. This train is not motorized, however, that will probably get taken care of quite quickly. In fact, there is probably someone out there right now who is making the instructions to motorize this very set. Probably putting the motor in under obviously the locomotive, or maybe under the tender, and obviously the battery box and the tender there as well. Like I say, it is lacking a little bit on the front here. Personally, I would probably change the front a bit so that it felt more fuller, but besides that, it is a really cool set. So will I be buying this? Well, to be honest, I have been on a bit of a sort of a train kick, would you call it, train sort of Lego train journey. So I've got quite a few of the trains. So yeah, I probably will buy this, to be honest. Like I said, I'll probably change the front a little bit, but besides that, and also probably making my own winter train station, because I am not paying 150 quid unless I get a good deal on one, which is fair enough, but I also might change that as well. So yeah, anyway. And next we come to the Christmas tree decoration. This is quite an impressive set of 3,171 pieces. It has 7 minifigures with a couple of plushies and also like a cat claws build as well, which we'll have a look at. 270 Great British Pounds, or 330 US dollars if you're in the US. So quite a pricey set. This seems to be sort of, it's not the greatest value for money, but also not the worst. To be honest, at first I thought, because of the pictures on the website, if we just have a quick look, that it was half a set, because it looked like this picture here was the back of the Christmas tree, but it actually is a full Christmas tree full of dioramas. So you've got this diorama of like the Santa's computer, and you've also got like a little sort of downstairs bit with Mrs. Claus, it looks like. You've also got some, you know, like elves there, and also a little bit of sort of, it looks like arcade machines. There is a few references in this here as well, so if you spot any, then yeah, definitely let me know. But there is a lot of references in this set. In total, so there's like sections on each side which are opened up by opening up the tree itself. And what's really cool actually is, if I can try and get a picture of it just to sort of look a bit closer. There is no pictures of it close. If you look in the bottom half, there is a mini, well, a micro Christmas train. This actually does move, so there's sort of knobs on each side, and this actually moves, and that sort of, there's like an axle that goes through the middle and goes up. So not only does it move the train, but it also moves. So I think if we look at this picture here, there is a clock in the bottom that moves as well. The hand down that moves, that's moved by the same mechanism. And there's also a Christmas tree in the bottom, the top section of this, that moves over, that turns around as well. So okay, so when you turn the knobs on the side, what happens is the axle moves, so it moves the train first, and then it also moves the hand on the clock, and then it also moves the Christmas tree as well. So that's pretty cool. But like, I've really thought about the building experience for this as well. The building experience, not only is there's 24 bags, so if you wanted to use this as a Christmas calendar, like an advent calendar kind of thing, then you can. So there's four sets of instructions included as well, so it's, you know, nice. It's a nice set to build as a family. And when it comes back to putting it away for, you know, the next season kind of thing, it does split up into sections like so. So it splits up into various sections, and you can also put it back into the box that you get the set in as well. So it splits up in sections, yeah, put in, you know, that explains why the box is so big as well, because I know this box does look quite big, and but that's for the reason why for it. Saying that though, this tree is 46 centimeters high. It's not the highest sort of set Lego's ever brought out, but I think it's the highest Christmas tree set they've ever brought out. So one other thing about this set is, obviously you do get the tree, but you also get this little sort of side build as well. The reindeer with a sleigh, and that is, I mean, it's a little side build kind of thing. I don't know if you can add it on, probably with one of those new-ish sort of elements that allow sort of that new element from that Spider-Man set kind of thing. That would be pretty cool if you could add that on. Having a look at the minifigures in this set, obviously you do get the cat claws build, like I said earlier. There's also 7 other minifigures, as well as 2 plushies. There's a snowman one and also a reindeer type one. And in this set there is a number of, I mean, you could probably see already, just like people will be going wild just for that minifigure alone. But there's also exclusive prints and stuff like that, and a lot of references to other sort of Lego themes and stuff, which is really cool. And obviously you do get a reindeer as well. That's part of that Santa sleigh build that I've seen about before. Yeah, the minifigures themselves are really cool. A lot of exclusive prints and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm pretty impressed with the minifigure range in this set. So will I be buying this one? Unless I can get a good deal on it, probably not, because 270 quid's a lot of money these days. I mean, taking the price out of the equation, this set is really cool, and it would look great in any room as a display piece. And the minifigures, like I say, are awesome, but the price does let it down quite a bit. Like, it isn't the most overpriced set, like I say, like the Death Star, but definitely not great value for money either, unfortunately. So guys, that's been the new Christmas sets from Lego, available from October 4th, although I believe they are available earlier as well if you are a Lego insider, so definitely worth signing up for that if you want either of these sets. We're talking about if you guys are planning to buy either of these sets, then yeah, feel free to let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are on these two new Christmas sets. And as always guys, until next time, look after yourselves, and I'll see you guys in the next video.